What is up, YouTube? This is White Venom here again, and today I'm bringing you a very special video today. This is going to be a cosplay video for my, as you see by the title, it's going to be a Redux version, a reboot version of my Ghost cosplay from Modern Warfare 2. As you may or may not know, I did a video review back in 2012 of my first attempt at a Ghost Modern Warfare 2 costume or cosplay. It turned out, at the time, I thought it was very good. It was very accurate, I thought. But actually this year I find out, which is weird, that is very inaccurate. I'm going to go over why I think a lot of the things I used or thought back in 2012 was correct. A lot of stuff that Ghost did not use, or the equipment that I used in that video, was incorrect. Now, this year I decided to really get down and research what Ghost actually uses and how it looks in the game. And the way I wanted to do this is because I'm going to a convention next week. It's called Animazement in Raleigh, North Carolina. I will be there going Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Sunday I will be doing my Ghost Modern Warfare 2 cosplay there. So if you live around that area in Raleigh, North Carolina, be sure to be there. If you're going to that convention, be sure to look for me in my Ghost Modern Warfare 2 costume and take pictures and say hi, whatever, you know. But I'm not going to go in more in-depth review. So right now, we're going to start on the costume right now. Alright, hey guys, this is going to be the first part of the Ghost costume cosplay for Modern Warfare 2. As you may or may not know, I once had this custom-made jacket that I ran in my first video for Ghost. I later realized that the jacket I did use was awful and it was terrible. But it was a good first attempt on making my very own Ghost jacket, Task Force 141 jacket. So I researched and realized that I totally forgot that they actually made a real deal Task Force 141 jacket, and I just never had the time or money to get one. So now this year, this is one of my birthday gifts I got on May 2nd. It is the official Task Force 141 jacket. You can find these anywhere on Amazon, eBay. Just search it up and you'll find it. I got this off eBay. I forgot the actual price for it, but this is a medium size. If you also be aware, if you are going to order this and you're like a medium size shirt or like a small or a large shirt, get it in a larger size, because these things are kind of really tight on you. This was actually kind of tight for me because this is a medium, but it still fits pretty good. The only thing that is a problem is for me is the sleeves do kind of roll up if you like stretch out, but that's not a big deal if you just want to cosplay. I'm sorry for the camera shake. If you just want to stand there and cosplay with your guns, that's probably the good thing is. But this thing is the real deal. Though I very much like this jacket and the way it is sticking true to how it looks in the game. One of the few minor details I wanted to get into is that the patches that did come with it, the UK Union Jack flags that come with it, they were kind of an OD color green, OD color of the stitching. Be aware that in the game, that Ghost, the UK British flag that it has are a bit of a silverish color. They're not OD all the way. They're a bit more of a silvery kind of coloring. So what you can do is you can take a silver magic marker, silver Sharpie, and you can just outline the stripes, the stitching of where it's OD, and now it can just be silver and look brand new, like it's nothing ever happened. But one of the few things I do like about this jacket is the pockets do work. All the pockets do work inside and out. You can put anything you want in there. Unlike my old jacket that I had to actually glue the pieces, the zippers onto them, and they did not work at all. They were very good, but they're very loose and flappy on the jacket. So this is the first part of my jacket. Nothing really important here, but underneath the jacket I will be running a Under Armour type shirt, because it is May, and you know North Carolina is really hot, and especially if me wearing these winter style clothing plus a ski mask. So this is gonna be very hot for me. I'm sure to be sweating a lot, so it'd be well worth it for the cosplay. So more down, these are the true spec multicam combat trousers. These were these were used during my first video of my Ghost loadout. They still work pretty good because they give off that extra realism of the multicam design, and my added tan PT belt there that I use for the loadout, and it still works pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna move more down. Moving down to his right knee, Ghost wears a tan knee pad, and pay close attention to the tan on the knee pad. It's kind of like a brownish tint to it, being tan, and also make sure that the straps are black, because if you know and if you look very closely in Ghost's knee pad, the straps are black and not already tan, blending in with the multicam pattern. So to make sure they are black, and that's the knee pad. Now on to Ghost's drop leg holster on his right leg. This is actually the same holster I used in my Ghost Modern Warfare 2 back in 2012. I've redone it and customized it a lot to get it actually how Ghost holster is in the game. A lot of this stuff is actually still true to how it really looks. If you look really closely and take pictures and take note of how Ghost's holster really is, it has all the straps black again, like the knee pad. All the straps up here, the top strap is black, and I had to actually, because of the holster, the pistol holster right here in front of the pistol holster right here too. I had to actually go along with the design of that black strap going along with the holster itself. So I had to get some black elastic band type material and put it against the holster itself to add it, to give it that extra band look, as you know, on Ghost loadout. Unfortunately for Ghost, he does for his sidearm he carries a Glock in tan. I do not have a Glock for me for a replica version. I do have the same actual 1911 that I used in the 2012 loadout, and I still have the lantern attached to the 1911 just to give it that extra tactical look to it. Even though Ghost does not use a lanyard for his Glock, it still adds that extra cool tactical look to it. And next up is going to be his left side leg panel. On his left side for his leg panel, I do have the same multicam double stack M4 mag pouch drop leg holster that I used in the 2012 kit. Now I actually had to look again on Ghost's uniform and see that all the straps on his leg panel are black, like some of the more highlights are black. But the main reason, the downer, is this part actually has buckles, and his have like open top, closed top flaps. But there's no worries, so I can just paint them black. Same thing goes for all the straps, and all the side straps also are painted black, and that adds to his look for the drop leg panels. And holding this all together is just a duty belt, really, and just to hold up all my holster, my pistol holster, and my drop leg panel, so that holds that all together by my belt line. Okay, this is for Ghost footwear. I'm using the Merrell Moab ventilator boots, very comfortable boots. I've worn these for since the 2012 kit again. I'm pretty sure these are what Ghost use in the game. He uses some type of tan boot. I'm not really sure what they are, but these are the closest you can get to the actual look of what Ghost actually uses in the game. So this is what the footwear for Ghost would be. Okay guys, this is the main part of the loadout, his chest rig. The base plate of this chest rig is a Condor Ops chest rig. This is the same vest I used in the 2012 kit. A lot of this stuff actually has been the same since the review. Some changed and some renewed. But for the main reason, as you can see, a lot of this stuff has been customized to how Ghost chest rig actually looks in the game, with all the black accents to the pouches and other things. But one of the things I am missing from this kit is, if you look closely on the back panel of Ghost's loadout, you can see that there's more things added to the back of his chest rig. That's because he's using an H harness. I was not able to grab me a H harness in time for this loadout, but I did add I did add some more things to the back buckle right here, to the back buckle and to the left side and right side of the back buckle where you hug it around your where you buckle it around your waist. I added 2 grenade pouches with fake grenades inside and a black carabiner. Note that it does have a black carabiner on the side. It's kind of the same one as this one up here, but this one does not have a locking mechanism on the ring right here. I didn't. The surplus store where I got this did not have an other one. It's the only one I had, so I just kind of painted this silver one, actually the gray one, black, and it still works pretty good. On this side right here, on the right side, actually my left side. I'm doing left and right. Sorry. On my left side, I added a nut because I didn't have another horizontal pouch or any other type of pouches to go on it, because you know he's fully stocked on the side rounder for Ghost. He's really fully stocked with his pouches, like two more grenade pouches on either side, and I didn't have the time or didn't have the room actually to put all those on there. So what I did was I had an extra multicam pouch. This is actually an M4 double stack M4 mag pouch. I just kind of turned it sideways and kind of zip tied it to the buckle, and it just snaps around and looks pretty cool. And the only thing also for this, these double grenade pouches, they're supposed to be a multicam. I did not have an extra multicam grenade pouch area, and I didn't feel like putting these black. It's because if I wanted to use them again, I just take this off and put them with my extra newer airsoft kits. Same thing goes for all the black accents. With the material used, I didn't necessarily paint the black accents on the kit itself. I used a type of material that's kind of like, you know, those I'm trying to hard to explain it. Those bags you get, like those kind of swag bags that you get for like these kind of like convention places, and it was already black, so I kind of stripped them apart and put the accents, the black pieces, and on the mag pouches and the radio pouch, and also for this part for the triple pistol mag pouches, I decided to actually paint the inside stretching material black, because I will not be using this at all for any other kits. But I did include the black the front straps, how Ghost actually uses, with that little the design on the front straps here. But this right here is just kind of like a regular IFAK pouch. It goes good with the loadout, but in the game he does have like a strap. It does like have like a open flap strap, but with the black, I didn't have time to do that. For the radio, this is a PRC 148 dummy shell that can house your Motorola radio inside. I had to actually revamp the whip antenna that goes to the back here and kind of mod it a bit, and also mod that the radio pouch that this holds in actually had no front buckle strap right here. Ghost did have that on his radio pouch on his, so that's what I took the same exact black elastic band and kind of found a black buckle and kind of tied that all together, and it looks very nicely. It looks how it is in the game. And this wire actually goes to the his little PTT box. This is actually called the Z Tactical E-Switch PTT that can connect to your Motorola radio. I had to actually look at exactly what Ghost's PTT mic box is. It actually looks like this is actually the Z Tactical E-Switch box is the closest you could find to the actual design look of his PTT box. Only with a few minor changes I had to do with it to give it that extra speaker look to it. You know, his box is pretty unique, and it's kind of different from everything else you see. So I had to actually revamp, getting some like really thin cardboard pieces, and actually had to custom strip all the speaker look to the PTT, and I had to actually get rid of the excess connector piece that we go to your headset. I had to shorten that and had to leave the PTT switch button on there. The top of the PTT has an extra long piece, and with that stubby little piece right there, that actually supports this look right here. And on this front here, it has the black carabiner with the lock-in mechanism. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is pretty much all the main loadout I had to get for Ghost. This is actually how Ghost's chest rig looks exactly in the game. I worked very hard to get this exactly correct to how it is in the game. I think it looks fan-freaking-tastic. I'm very proud of the way it turned out, because I'm really trying to get this load out exactly how it is in the game, because no one else on YouTube has done an exact cosplay of this. And I had to get everything placed correctly, everything placed exactly how it is in the game. So when I do this cosplay, it will look exactly like it came from the game. So this pretty much Ghost's chest rig. Okay, this is for Ghost's handwear. I guess you call it, for gloves. It was actually kind of difficult to find actually what Ghost actually uses in the game. They were white with some black accents around, but it was kind of hard to find it, because you kind of supplement that for like mechanics gloves, but it's kind of hard to customize it. So the commonly seen glove that people use for Ghost is actually Oakley gloves, and they work really great with the look of Ghost, and I think it actually kind of looks better than the white gloves that it actually uses in the game. For his eyewear, these are red glasses. He is known to be wearing red glasses, but his are kind of different. They're more cut on this side, but I did not want to cut the siding on my glasses, because I think it'll probably mess up the vision of my glasses. But these are pretty much what Ghost would use, pure red glasses, but they do fog a lot, so it's kind of a problem for me. Okay, now we're going to go over the headset portion of the review of the costume or cosplay. Now, researching this, Ghost's headset is pretty unique. It's also, I'm not really sure what it would be in real life, but the closest it can come to is actually the Swordin look. These are the Z Tactical Swordins replicas. The reason I chose Swordin is because of the way they look. They're very skinny on someone's head, and as you know, as Ghost's headset is very skinny on his head too. But the reason I wanted to get the Swordin is because I really wanted to really detail this one exactly how Ghost's headset is in the game. As you know, when you get the Swordin headset, you get this woodland style detachable headband. In the game, Ghost's headband is leather that is green. That's what I had to do. So I grabbed some random fake leather, got a strip of it, kind of very delicately, kind of sort of really fitted around the headband piece of the headset. And had to hot glue all this together just to give it that extra leathery look. It looks pretty good on there. Every other detail also had to be researched. As you know, on the side rather of his headset, there's some kind of like a piece right here. I may think also it's leather too, but I supplement it by it being Velcro, and that's what I kind of did. I put some Velcro strips up there on both sides, just like how Ghost's headset is in the game. Also, many other details I wanted to incorporate into this headset, like the fact that there's even a serial number on both sides of the headset. If you look really closely on the side of his headset, I don't think it was probably this big, but I wanted to just get enough where you can know there's actually serial number on there, as well also as the headband wires that go to it. There's like a little pieces of red wiring or red coloring on the wires for this headset. There's red on his right side, and there's a little bit of blue on his left side of the wire at the very top. So those details I wanted to get exactly correct, just like how Ghost's headset is in the game. So I think it turned out really great. Okay guys, this is going to be his first primary weapon. This is actually the HK416, modded, painted by me. In the game, since I'm cosplaying as his loose ends mission, he uses an ACR. Now, the ACR was very difficult for me to get. I wasn't able to save up $500 to get an airsoft Masada ACR. So the HK416, the one you buy from like Dick's Sporting Goods, was a close substitute, and I think it worked out pretty well as an ACR, quoting ACR type of, gun to this. The gun and the 416 came all black, as you know. In the game, the ACR has a very specific type of look, as a standard look to it. It has that gray color scheme to it, both at the top, the stock, and the magazine. Now, the magazine also was like a PMag style magazine. I didn't have a PMag style magazine for this 416, so the standard M4 mag will suffice. Now I had to actually look at Ghost's ACR style and get all the paint details as close as I could to how it actually looks in the game, as well as the ACOG sight that he does have in the game. I did actually have to safety mod this because at animes, but their conventions are not really fond of firearms around, even if you do have a blazing orange tip on there, so they have to safety mod this so you won't actually fire anything. But I did have to keep the orange tip on there just for safety purposes for this cosplay. So that is the first line primary weapon for Ghost. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the mask. This is going to be the final piece to this cosplay. Now, as you may or may not know, back in 2012, I used another mask, not this one. I used another mask that I bought on eBay. It was the pre-production version, not the Bally's Ghost mask, but some of another custom mask that was selling on eBay. It was kind of popular on eBay, so I bought it because I was really excited because it looked exactly like the game. Until I kind of looked at it in comparison. As you can see, the mask that I bought in 2010 actually I thought was pretty cool because it was a balaclava and it was very close to how I thought it was very close to how Ghost's mask looked and the skull looked. But a lot of things were off. First being the top portion of the head was way too long and the bottom portion was way too short, making the skull portion very sloppy looking and very saggy looking. So I had no choice but to ditch that look and actually had to custom paint this myself. I actually had to look at Ghost's skull mask balaclava exactly how correctly he has it in the game. This is actually a spare balaclava that I had laying around. I used it on like one of my mannequins until I realized, hey, I can actually redo this mask to how it actually looks in the game. So taking some Google images and pictures from the game, and I had to actually outline the skull and how it is designed in the game, adding a lot of detail. Like, you know, there's some actually detail in the skull. There's some yellows, there's some browns, there's some grays, and some blacks. Everything to make the skull look like it is in the game. And I actually like the way it turned out. It's actually when it's on my face, it actually looks like it's the real freaking thing taken out from the game. It's no joke. I'm very happy the way this turned out because I had to get this exactly the way it looks like in the game. But from here, I'm going to show you how the whole costume comes together on me. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, I will present to you the Ghost cosplay. Okay guys, this is my rebooted Ghost Modern Warfare 2 costume. I'm so happy for this costume to be finally done and fixed the way it is exactly in the game. I will show you a side-by-side comparison of how Ghost is in the game and how my costume looks. So I can tell you it looks exactly like the game. So every last little detail was put into this cosplay. A lot of my money was put into this costume to make it exactly legit. I thank you so much for watching, and if you do like a little pan down to see what I have. Okay, panned up. And we do a quick 360 view of how all the rest of the stuff looks on my costume. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the review. I'm sorry it was too long for you guys. I know that I just had to get really in detail into this costume, but I thank you again for watching. And this is White Venom signing out.